depression because I was looking to the ways of the world to define me. And the way I was doing that was I was watching movies and reading magazines, all what women should look like in the world. All what women they were looking like in Hollywood. And I thought if I could just measure up to these women, I would finally feel better about myself. I would finally feel like I had worth. But you know what, guys? I had been listening to lies that were in my head for many years. And guys, after I came to the end of myself and realized that no matter what I changed on the outside, I was still hurting and broken on the inside. Finally fell to my knees in my life and I cried out to God. Not knowing what to expect, I had turned to so many other things to help. But when I fell to my knees and cried out to God, I found a loving and kind God. Because when I poured out my heart to Him and I began just speaking to Him saying, this is what I'm dealing with. This is how I'm struggling. God lifted that burden off of me of eating disorders. He lifted off the depression as soon as I offered it before Him. And you guys, He began speaking to me a couple verses. And I had to begin studying those verses and renewing my mind to get a complete and full healing. And the verses were Genesis 1:27 and Isaiah 62. And in Isaiah 62, it talks about how God desires to change the way we view ourselves. So when we have low self-esteem or however we view ourselves, if it's not like Christ, He wants to change that way. He wants to call us Hephzibah. And He wants to change the way we view ourselves. So guys and girls, as we sing this next song, we know that image is a huge battle in this world right now. We know everywhere you go, guys, you are bombarded with images of what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to look like, and girls, who you're supposed to be. You guys, we don't have to believe those lies anymore. Once we start comparing ourselves to the Word and how God created us, I cannot tell you how satisfied you will be in your life. And I stand here today, 10 years later, a completely healed woman, because I cried out to God, laid those things before Him, and He healed my heart. So guys, as we see